A poll reported that only 689 out of a total 2,048 adults in a particular region said they had a great deal of confidence or quite a lot of confidence in the public school systems. Part A asks to find a 99% confidence interval for the proportion. So if you want to use this data to estimate the proportion, that's simple. You could take 689 and divide it by 2,048, and your proportion would be 0.336. As a percentage, you can multiply it by 100. So you could say, maybe it's 33.6% of people in the region that have a great deal of confidence or quite a lot of confidence in the public school systems. But is this the exact proportion? Maybe not. And that's the idea of a confidence interval. You want a range of values where the true proportion actually falls. So we can get this by using StatCrunch. So let me go to Question Help, select StatCrunch. I'm going to bring in the window. All right, to get the calculator that will find the confidence interval for us, you can go to where it says Stat. Now we're talking about a proportion, so I'm going to go down here to where it says Proportion Stats. Here we have one sample. There's the 689 people out of the total 248 adults. That was one sample. And it was summarized for us. So I'm going to go with Summary. All we have to do is enter in the correct information here, and then StatCrunch will give us the confidence interval. Number of successes is going to be the people who said they had a great deal of confidence or quite a lot of confidence. That is 689 out of a total observations of 2,048 people. If you scroll down, we're not doing this thing called a hypothesis test, but we want to select confidence interval. And we're asked to find a 99% confidence interval. So the level of confidence is 0.99, which represents 99%. So that's it. The successes out of the total number of observations, I selected confidence interval and put in the appropriate level of confidence. If I click compute, it gives me the information I want over here. This lower limit and upper limit will be the lower bound and upper bound of your interval. It asks to round to 3 decimal places. For my lower limit, this 5 rounds that 9 up to a 10, so that's 0.310. Move this out of the way. And for the upper limit, okay, again, rounding to 3 decimal places is 0.363. I'll check my answer, and that's it. That's the confidence interval. Now, when we did our first computation on the calculator, we did get a value that was directly between these two bounds, but we can say with 99% confidence that the true proportion falls within this range. And that's what this next part is getting at here. It's to interpret the interval. Okay, so we have 4 options to choose from. Okay, I think we're going to go with C. We are 99% confident that the population proportion of adults having a great deal or quite a lot of confidence in the public schools is between 0.310 and 0.363. So that is what the confidence interval means. So now it goes on to say, find a 90% confidence interval and then interpret that. We can go back to StatCrunch and get this pretty quickly. You can just redo a confidence interval, but at the same time, if you click here and where it says options and you select edit, all you have to do is go down here and change our 99% confidence interval to a 90% confidence interval. So that's the only change you need to make. You click compute, and it immediately gives you a new lower and upper limit for your lower bound and upper bound. So now the lower limit is, if I round to 3 places, 0.319. And then my upper limit, bring that back in here, will be 0.354. notice that the confidence level went down and the interval is actually smaller. It shrank. So I'm going to check my answer. Okay, that's good. Again, now we're asked to just interpret what this means. So we have 4 options to choose from. It's never going to be this one with the percent chance. That's not what it's trying to indicate. It's this one that it's like we are some level of confidence that. So I'm going to go with, looks like A is the best choice. We are 90% confident that the population proportion of adults having a great deal or quite a lot of confidence in the public schools is between 0.319 and 0.354. Okay. I think the rest of the question is going to get at, like, okay, as you lower the confidence, then the interval size shrinks, and therefore it's asking us to find the width of each interval by subtracting the lower proportion and the upper proportion. So basically, for the 99% confidence interval, they want you to take the difference of those two numbers. That tells you how wide the interval is. So starting with the 99% confidence interval, I'm going to pull up the calculator and do that here. We're going to take this upper bound and subtract this lower bound. 0.363 minus 0.310. This is the width. If we round it to 3 decimal places, that's 0.053. So I'll do that here. And with the 90% confidence interval, okay, that's these two values here. Okay, that's 0.354 minus 0.319. Okay, that's 0.035. Notice smaller than this one here. So the wider interval is going to be the 99% confidence interval. Okay, next. Looks like this is the last part here. How would a 95% confidence interval compare with the others? So, like, I guess in terms of the width. So let's see, we have 4 options to choose from. The 95 interval would be narrower than the 99%. That's true. But wider than the 90%. Okay, so as the confidence level drops, the interval shrinks. So let's see, this will definitely be more narrow than this, but at the same time will be wider than this. It looks like A is going to be the best choice. So I'll check my answer. And that is it for this question.